impossible. The word that comes to your head when your school assignments don't ever stop to pile up. These are the struggles of a teen in their daily life, and they all seem impossible to overcome. So what does the word impossible mean to you? Do you believe that nothing is impossible? Well, I do. Just a little over a century ago, humans thought it was impossible for man to fly. But in 1903, the Wright brothers created the first airplane. Let me say, the topic I'm going to talk about seems impossible to overcome, but has worked their way into the world and has made miracles. The extinction of animals, the issue that people talk about all the time. That we can all say it started when the dodo birds went extinct. Before that, humans thought it was impossible for animals to go extinct because they have never experienced anything of that sort. And let me say, the list provided by the World Wildlife Foundation shows that 17 animals are facing critical endangerment. It's a very pressing issue for governments all around the world. And organizations like World Wildlife Foundations and Save the Rhino has been created to overcome these impossibilities. And their achievements over the years are very heartening, but there's still a lot of work remain to be done to overcome this impossibility and bring up the number of animals to a fraction of what they once were. This goes to show how impossibilities can be overcome, but not easily, and takes a lot of effort and time to overcome it and maintain it the way it is. The next topic I will be talking about is discrimination. Discrimination comes in many forms. It could be sexual orientation, gender identity, or it could be your national origin. If I were to stand here and talk about gender discrimination all day, it would take me a long time to finish it, because that's how many types of gender discriminations there are. As an example, discriminations can happen anywhere, anytime, and to anyone, even though the act itself is prohibited in public. As an example, Marianne is a Muslim. She applies for a job at a publishing company. She doesn't get accepted even though she is the best candidate. This is because her boss told her that she would have to leave her workstation several times a day to pray, and it would cause a hindrance in her work. The next example is Anthony has epilepsy, and his teachers has prohibited him from joining an overnight camp because he needs medication at night. The next thing I will be talking about is war. This is a topic that children of our generation know too well. War victims, they are stuck in a very difficult position, and they find it very hard to appreciate the value of life. Not when their own lives are treated so carelessly by their government. So there's a line by Confucius in his work of volumes. He said, "There is beauty in everything, but not everyone can see it. But those who can see the beauty in everything, they learn to appreciate life through the worst times of their own. And they grow to appreciate what they have instead of resenting of what they don't have." This is a quote by former President of America, John F. Kennedy. He said, "Our problems are man-made, therefore they can be solved by man." And I think that applies to every issue that I have talked about. And to overcome impossibilities is not such impossible. Even impossibilities can become possible if you put your head and your heart into doing it. So to think that something is impossible is putting a barrier on yourself, to cause yourself to think that you cannot overcome this thing that you thought was too insurmountable and you couldn't overcome it. And to end my speech today, I would like to say thank you for giving me the chance to express my opinions on this topic today, which is, do you think that nothing is impossible? Thank you.